One more match to go before we head to intermission here tonight at the 2021 Liberty Lottery. And you know tonight's main event is our 20-man delayed entry Liberty Lottery Battle Royal, where the winner gets a shot at the Virginia Heavyweight Championship sometime very soon here in Norfolk. But our next bout is related to our main event, as the winner of our next match will be the number 20 entrant into the Liberty Lottery, while the loser will enter number 1. And the road will be much more difficult to get to that title shot. So, Norfolk Masonic Temple, are we ready for our number 20 versus number 1 bout here at the Liberty Lottery? I'll tell you what, you guys have been awesome and we have missed you. Thank you for being here tonight, and let's keep the action rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit, where the winner will receive the number 20 spot in the Liberty Lottery, while the loser will enter number 1. Introducing first, he is fighting out of Annapolis, Maryland, weighing in at 220 pounds. He is the new guard, Joe Keys. Weighing in at 265 pounds, the Ace God, Arik Royal!
Brandon Metheny, of course, in this match, the winner will be the number 20 entry in the Liberty Lottery, giving them an extreme advantage, while number 1 will, of course, be the victor, or the loser, rather, as right now, Joe Keys, who has made a huge impact at VCW in the past, and Arik Royal here making his debut, the Ace God, coming out.
A lot of confidence to be in the fence. You have to really believe in yourself. You know, if I'm going to go out there, all the things on the line, I'm going to get myself number 1 spot. No one looks on if you don't win that match.
We've seen this match yield very effective results in the past for the winner, and not so effective for the loser. So a high-stakes affair here, our final bout before the Liberty Lottery match. But of course, Brandon, before we get to the main event, the performance review of VCW Commissioner George Pantis by the new VCW owner Jerry Stephanakis. Very interested to see the results of that review.
Well, let's be honest, Blake, that performance review has been overdue for some time. George Pantis has gotten sloppy over the years. He's gotten careless. He's forgotten things. It's time to get off and bring him to task.
I really wonder what's been going on with you. Would you take your third mask off there, Brandon? It's getting your head, it's cutting off the oxygen. Because I'll tell you right now, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. George Pantis has been the face of VCW for many years. The last few years have been the most success VCW has ever had. I don't know what you're watching, but VCW needs George Pantis.
VCW needs someone young, energetic. George Pantis may or may not be there. We'll see. I trust Stephanakis to give a full, honest, and fair performance of George Pantis. If he says it's bad, I believe it.
The politician towing the company line once again. But Jerry Stephanakis, George Panthers, that will be in Louie's Lounge coming up next. But Arik Royal and Joe Keys, once again, for the right to be the last man to enter the Liberty Lottery. And after competing in this bout, going in last, Brandon, will allow him to recover and certainly have an inherited win.
Absolutely, you've got to think that whoever loses this match, they're going to very much exert themselves. And we have to turn around pretty quickly and get right into the Liberty Lottery. That's a tough thing to turn around and do that.
Arik Royal over here with Joe Keys in the near side corner, but this is also the kind of bout, Brandon, where you want to get in and out as quick as possible, because the longer you spend in this environment, the less energy you'll have in the Liberty Lottery.
And this is not the match, but it's not the proverbial paid by the hour situation. Like you said, get the win, get that number 20 spot, and get out.
Arik Royal dumping Joe Keys right down. We've talked about Gino Medina. This little junkyard dog headbutt right there by Arik Royal. We talked about Gino Medina and Jordan Oliver on the national stage. Joe Keys has really made some waves on the national stage as well, all throughout the last year or so.
Where guys have sat at home, just sat on their heels, not done a whole lot. Joe Keys has made a name for himself. He's gone out there and made himself a commodity. And that's why he's in this match right now, because he deserves that number 20 spot.
As a legendary colleague of mine once said, he's certainly maximizing his minutes here inside the squared circle all throughout this most difficult time. But Joe Keys now has the advantage off the ropes. He goes, the new guard, goes for the tope suicida. And you want to talk about opening up the playbook a little bit there, Brandon. New offense out of Joe Keys.
New offense, but not very effective. Arik Royal, a brick wall apparently. Joe Keys may want to reconsider that sort of thing in this match.
As Joe Keys running around the ring here, and he's trapped. Of course, this ring essentially has three sides with an entrance ramp. Joe Keys' instincts were kicking in, but he was in the wrong building.
And there's also, like, something fans can't see on the camera is there are stairs on either side of the ramp, so there's even less space than it looks like. Really, he was trapped there by Arik Royal, and Royal took advantage.
As the ace god taking control right here, picks up Joe Keys and drops him face first across that ring apron. And as I always say, Brandon, minimal padding or protection there, that's the hardest part of the ring, and Arik Royal taking clear advantage.
I have to admit, like, this is the first time I have seen Arik Royal in person, and I've seen film of him before, but he is so much more impressive in person, and really, just a powerhouse out there.
Arik Royal, a longtime veteran in the state of North Carolina, expanding throughout the Mid-Atlantic region here, coming to the state of Virginia. As Joe Keys there with that basement drop kick, knocking Royal right off the apron. Heads up move there by Keys to target a body part, now he's going to work. And Joe Keys jacks that left leg across that ring apron there. We want to talk about Arik Royal in the state of North Carolina, almost akin to the VCW Liberty champion Phil Brown here in the state of Virginia. A longtime veteran that's looked at as a leader all throughout the state.
That is very high praise, Blake. That's very, very high praise. But you've got to imagine right now, Royal is just getting that, those ligaments in that knee are so fragile. And you have to think also, whatever is happening to him now, he's going to carry with him in the Liberty Lottery later tonight.
VCW official Chris Wiggin is right there. We're back inside the square circle. Keys going to town here on Royal. Keys measuring up Royal now as the ace god trying to stand up, but he's got a bad wheel. And once again, the new guard exploiting it, and Joe Keys takes control.
Joe Keys being very, very smart here. Not only hurting Royal to make him win this match, but also weakening competitors he might encounter later in that Liberty Lottery. Very, very smart by Joe Keys, really showing that lack of maturity that he has experienced over the last year or so.
There will be a few men on tonight's card who will be competing in double duty. We know both of these men will compete twice. It remains to be seen who each man will be that enters. You have to imagine, as always, VCW management led by Jerry Stefanitz will have a few surprises up their sleeves.
It wouldn't be the lottery without a few surprises, Blake.
And Arik Royal there, as Joe Keys tries to Irish whip him there into the near side corner. Arik Royal can barely move.
Look, Blake, the referee may need to stop this match. I'm not sure Royal can move anymore. I'm sure he would happily take a one spot to save his knee. Just give it to Joe Keys. Keys will take 20, Royal will take one, it's fine.
And right in the heart of the Mid-Atlantic, Brandon, right in the middle of figure 4 country, Joe Keys locks it in. He's not quite in the center of the ring, but Arik Royal is going to need to shimmy a little bit to get that bottom rope. Indeed he does. And if Joe Keys had better ring positioning, you'd have to imagine this one could be over.
Yeah, that's a rare major misstep by Joe Keys there. He really needed to do that. I don't know what's going on here.
We're on the entrance ramp here. And Joe Keys with the chop block. Referee Chris Levin is counting. He's utilizing his discretion here.
Hey, Blake, a count-out win for Joe Keys works just as well as a submission. A win's a win, gets in that 20 spot.
This match does have count-outs and disqualifications, so that would be a valid victory. Maybe not no stand-up victory, but it would certainly be effective.
Most important thing is to win, Blake. That's all that matters. Just win, baby.
I was going to say the late great Al Davis once said.
Just win, baby. And Royal only has a few seconds to get back to the ring. He's a long way from home.
He's at the top of the entrance ramp here. Chris Levin's about to count to 8, but Joe Keys, he might have just saved Arik Royal.
That was a very poor decision by Joe Keys.
Oh, and Keys! That rope-assisted DDT as Royal's trying to get back in. And now Keys with the knee to the back of the head. Off the ropes he goes. And Joe Keys now. That swinging DDT, that's got to do it. Joe Keys, 1, 2, oh! And Royal is near lifeless body, putting that left shoulder up, and he just saved himself.
That was a very smart series of moves from Joe Keys there. He didn't let Royal get back to the ring. As soon as he was clear of those ropes in a legal position, he went to town, hit him with several moves, and very nearly won the match. And Royal's had a lot of trouble.
Joe Keys going to town here on Arik Royal and Brandon Metheny for the last 4 or 5 minutes. It's been all Joe Keys attacking that left knee of Royal.
Arik Royal with an impressive move to get Joe Keys be outside there, but this may just be a desperate gasp, and I'm not sure he's got anything left in the tank. He can't stand up. He's been hit, bounced around several times. He's in trouble.
As Joe Keys now. In fireman scared position, no. And Arik Royal, he's going to get sent into the corner. The momentum sends him to the apron now. Royal, kind of roll attempt. Brandon Metheny's got him too. Oh, and he's going to turn him right around. Going to scoop him up. And the belly to back suplex. And Arik Royal on the comeback trail here.
Royal with an impressive burst of energy there. You've got to wonder, is it the start of the great comeback, or is it the last thing to get out before Joe Keys put this way? Because Royal still moving very slowly, has taken a lot of abuse in this match.
As Arik Royal now is going to turn Joe Keys around. Motor suplex right in the center of the ring. The Ace God starting to roll here, Brandon.
Where he's getting this from, Blake, I really don't. I thought he was getting up on that bell. This is so impressive.
As right now, Arik Royal, he might be trying to end this thing. There's the avalanche in the corner. And Royal sends Keys for a ride. And the swinging backbreaker. 2. And a near fall. As Royal, you see there, trying to bring some life back to that left leg.
Trying to get sensation back to that leg, Blake, trying to make this happen.
The proverbial dead leg right there for the Ace God, and that could put him behind the 8-ball, Brandon. He's going to charge in. And it looks like he goes for the claw slam. He nails it. Rides him down. 1, 2, and Joe Keys puts his foot on the bottom rope in the nick of time.
Great ring awareness, but exactly where he is going wrong. Not expend the energy to kick out. Instead, when it's on the ropes, breaks the count just the same. And now Royal's got to try to get more energy out of his performance. But I don't know how much more he's got left in the tank.
As Arik Royal now putting Joe Keys in position. Could be going for a powerbomb perhaps. And you see there, Brandon, that left knee gives out. Joe Keys taking advantage, picks the leg. Now he's going to turn him over. And Joe Keys going right back to that figure 4. And you see Arik Royal trying to put on the brakes. Not on the Ace God's watch. He's not going down this easy.
When his hand slips, out.
And Royal powers up at 2.
He powers out of the pin, Blake, but that figure 4 is still on, and he is in the middle of the ring, facing away from the ropes. He's in a bad way right now. Joe Keys very, very smart the way he's fighting this match right now. And Royal got a long way to go with that bottom rope.
As Royal's going to turn it over, and then the pressure's applied to Joe Keys. Reversal of fortunes here for the Ace Cup.
And Keys inadvertently gets a handful of the workaway first living. An absolute accident there, completely unintentional.
And it briefly looked like Joe Keys was tapping out.
He was reaching out for one, he was worried about his safety.
I don't know what match you're watching, Brendan.
He saw the X-ray and was trying to make sure his okay was a tap out. Come on.
As Arik Royal checking on the official, Joe Keys now undoing the tape from his wrist here. What's Joe Keys doing? Oh, and he tapes his fist up, giving him some extra leverage there behind that punch. Royal's out. Keys is going all the way upstairs. Chris Levin didn't see any of it. Apparently you didn't either.
I saw a beautiful diving headbutt from Joe Keys. That's going to win him this match.
Keys connects, 2, 3, and Joe Keys is number 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner match, and now the number 20 entrant in the Liberty Lottery, Joe Keys.
Unbelievable turn of events right there. Joe Keys takes full advantage of the critical big distraction. Tapes up his fist for some added leverage. Pops Arik Royal for diving headbutt later. And now Joe Keys has the inside track of Virginia Heavyweight Championship shot.